Welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV. You join me on a very hot morning where the worst possible thing that could happen has happened. Well, not the worst possible thing, but one of the more inconvenient things that could happen has happened. The water main has burst to the house and is being repaired by the wonderful people at United Utilities. It's been off for nearly 24 hours now, which is, you think about the timing of that. The hottest couple of days in, recent memory. And the water decides to go off. So much fun. Anyway, my real life woes aside, this young boy, that young boy, has apparently been trapped in a rift for a very long time. If that person that we saw him training with was actually the mage from the Warriors of Light, or the Warriors of Darkness, whichever they are. Anyway, let's carry on. Taynor, are you alright? I'm so sorry. I shouldn't have said those nasty things. Forgive me for reacting as I did. I'm fine. In fact, I seem to have recovered some of my memories. Really? That's wonderful. Maybe you won't feel so scared and alone anymore. I'm leaving to go live in the Crustarium with my relatives. Promise me you'll come visit. I mean, after you get your memories back and all, of course. It's a promise. Until next time, my friend. Bye. I knew that you two would knock? I knew that you two would work things out. Good God. Maybe I am dehydrated. Now let us return to Mordsuk. We have more than our share of questions that need answering. I started to read that as maybe I thought you two would knock some sense into each other. That's right. Make them brawl. Right, okay. Yes, I'm not going to get into the finer details of, that the toilet doesn't flush and all that kind of stuff. Oh, I just did get into the finer details. Never mind, I lied. It's just one of those things that happens, and it's like... Honestly, my first thought, the last message they sent, in terms of the repair, was that the pipe that's burst is as deep underground as a 2-story house. And then they said 5 meters. And I was like, well, okay. I think you've probably misspoken there. I don't know. I'm not an expert on these things, but 5 meters doesn't seem the depth of a 5-story house. Sorry, a 2-story house. Unless they mean the foundations. And it just made me think, like, if your pipes are that inaccessible, I don't know. Maybe I'm just griping because I'm pissed off, but it seems like a very inaccessible pipe, and it put me in mind of when I used to work in telecommunications, when I used to work for tech support for a broadband company, and it was like the comparison between the infrastructure we have in this country and the infrastructure in newer countries, like more modern countries. The old telecommunications infrastructure in this country was basically from the Second World War. All the copper wiring and stuff like that. It's just like... I don't know. Just seems like one of those things that could be maintained better. But I don't work there, and I don't know the intricacies, so I'm going to shut up about it. I saw it. First you fainted all of a sudden. When you came to, a portion of Taynor's memories had returned. What in the world happened out there? The power to look into the past, eh? And you're certain that what Gaiko described matches up with your recollection of the past? I don't know how to break this to you, lad, but your friend Nyelbert that was with you that day, he's no ordinary boy. He's none other than the very man who became Phronesis, one of those Godstam's warriors of light. If he was just a young child in your memories, that means that what you saw took place over 100 years ago. Would that it were just a coincidence, another boy with the same name, but no, judging from the formidable command of magic, we can only assume it was him. On the way back, I managed to recall some more about Nyelbert and myself. We were taken in by a group of mages, a consortium of sorts. They were searching for a means to open a hole to another world, and they were recruiting young children with high magical aptitude for the task. Nyelbert and myself were the two they chose. You can't be serious. And yet that would explain the Sin Eater's ability to summon those damn hollows. If you possess the same knowledge and training as Nyelbert did, it could also explain why you were able to survive in there all that time. But what I don't understand is, why haven't you aged at all? I cannot say for sure. And yet my memories, they are slowly coming back to me. In time, I may be able to help you. Find a way to close the hollows. You'd be a lifesaver if you could, but don't overburden yourself. You're still recovering after all. In the meantime, don't worry. Gaiko and I will see that you're safe. Yes, we will? Question mark? I thought Taynor was just a victim of the Sin Eater. To think he was actually friends with the man himself, back when he was still a man. This can't be simple coincidence. Yes, I'm convinced of it now. The child holds the key to defeating Phronesis. We must keep him safe, and not let him out of our sights. Okay then. Besides, look at how hard he's trying to recover his memories. I'm not so heartless as to kick the poor lad aside before he's figured matters out. But we can't very well rush things. You and I will continue to prepare for the battle ahead, while waiting for the rest of Taynor's memories to come back to him. That is to say, if that's alright with you, lad. I'm so sorry. I couldn't possibly burden you any further. Look, lad, I've only known you a short while, but I can tell you've a good heart, and a good head on your shoulders. I can only begin to imagine the horrors you've been through, not to mention the fears and uncertainty you face even now. But I want you to promise me this, no more apologies. You're no burden to us, not in the least. You're a valuable member of our band, and as long as you're willing, I want you with us. Isn't that right, Gaiko? Yes, I guess. I see. Thank you, Cerigg. Thank you, Gaiko. I will aid your quest in whatever way I can. Good. Now that's more like it. I'm counting on you, lad. Ba-ba-bam. Yes, so we're doing this quest line, just to recap from last episode, as a bit of an aside, because we need to do one of these 4 quests, or the 4 available quests, to continue the main story. Good news, friend. Taynor here has told me that his memories are starting to come back to him. There's one recollection in particular he says he's eager to discuss with the two of us. Tell us, lad, what is it? What is it?
What is it? Yes, my lord.
Bloody hell. As time goes by, memories of my earlier days return to me piece by piece. Nyelbert and I were born to members of a great consortium of mages. From our earliest years, we were tutored in the magical arts by some of the realm's greatest scholars. The consortium's leaders sought to find a way to open a hole in time and space, a portal to other worlds from which they could summon forth beasts of great power. Nyelbert and I were chosen to participate in the research. Summoning great beasts from beyond our world. You're a mage, Gaiko. Is that even possible? Perhaps he speaks of the void scent? Void scent. Never heard of them, but I'll take that answer as a yes. Mages come up with the damnedest ideas, eh? And yet, I don't understand. Why ever would they use 2 young boys for such a dangerous experiment? The beasts our masters sought to summon reside in the planes most distant from our own. Reaching across such a great distance requires a tremendous store of innate ethereal power. And so our masters set about to breed the perfect mage. Marriages were arranged to wed the mightiest members of the consortium to one another, in hopes that they would bring forth children of theretofore unheard of magical aptitude. Finally, they succeeded. And so you were born, and Nyelbert. Indeed, from even before we could speak, we were taught the complex incantations required to breach the boundaries between worlds. And practiced these spells day after day, night after night, for what seemed an eternity. At long last we were deemed ready to attempt the summoning. Sadly, the experiment ended in failure. The pull from beyond the rift was too strong to resist, and I was sucked into a hollow of my own creation. There I remained, trapped, alone, and adrift in that empty void, until Gaiko called me back to this world. Alas, over a century had passed since that fateful day. Yes, I know, we told you that. That's the one thing I still don't understand. If so many years have truly passed, then why is it you have not aged even a whit? I cannot say for certain, but I remember the words of one of my teachers. The rift is not unlike a border between countless worlds, a place that exists beyond time and space. If it's true, then that the rift exists outside of our concept of time, then it's all too possible that even seconds spent in that empty pocket could correspond to months, years, or decades in our world. And so you've returned to us just as you were that day, even while over a century has passed for the rest of us. But why didn't Nyelbert save you? Shouldn't it have been as simple as opening up another portal to the void where you were trapped? I fear that would be close to impossible. Opening the portal and reaching as far into the rift as we did required all of our energies to be focused in unison. So in losing you, not only did Nyelbert lose his friend, he lost his only chance at saving you. Talk about being dealt a rough hand. Yes. Fear not. I have good news to share as well. I do believe I've managed to recall the incantations needed to summon and manipulate the hollows. Ooh, that's good news. Summoning beasts from beyond the rift is far beyond my powers, but I just might be able to seal up the hollows Phronesis so enjoys summoning. What say you, friends? Shall I give it a try? Absolutely. Oh, now that's music to my ears. But let's not be too hasty. After all, the last time you tried using this magic, there were some complications, to say the least. Yes, we must take the necessary precautions before confronting Phronesis in earnest. Let's meet outside the village where Taynor can test out his magic safe from harm. Okay. To the outside of the village. Oh yeah, as you could probably tell from the beginning of the episode, I have a new mount. My bomb palanquin. So yeah, I'm heading out to the supermarket today. I've already bought some bottles of water and stuff, so I should be okay in terms of that, but I need to go out and get some stuff because I want to cook some things, but it involves using water and can't really do that at the moment, so I'm just going to go buy some junk food. Could order something in actually. Ooh, there's a temptation. Maybe. We'll see. Wicked white. You did it, lad. Sadly, I have not the strength to reach further beyond, nor keep the portal open for more than a few moments. No, I will need further training before I can face... him. We appear to have no time. Phronesis, where in the hells did that bastard come from? Damn it all, I'm too close. I can feel it pulling me in. Close it, lad. No, Nyelbert, these are my friends. You mustn't hurt them. There we go. Ooh. Time for another vision. Damn it. I keep putting a cold can down on my on the coaster I've got on my desk, and it keeps sticking to it. This isn't good. The cave-in's completely sealed off the tunnel behind us. We've no recourse but to press on with without our companions. Oh, that's thingy. Advert. You heard her. What'll it be? I suppose it falls to us to slay the beast and collect the bounty. Perhaps you and your band would care to take the lead. Spare me your japes. You've no intention of giving up your prize. Mind you, I too made a promise to my companions. A promise I mean to keep. Bah. I told you that splitting up was a bad idea. If Brandon and Render Ray were here, this second-rate spellcaster would be no match for us. Now. Silver. Good way of spelling silver. Let's not forget who our true foe is here. Lammet, you're certain that if we slay this monstrosity, the cave-ins will cease. According to the miners, the beast was first sighted on the same day the tremors began, its very presence sucking the mountain dry of its ether. We dwarves know these caves as well as we know our own bodies, trust me. Then I suppose we'd best make short work of it before everything comes crashing down. Hey, where do you think you're going? My apologies. I took your ceaseless prattling as an invitation to proceed on my own. Think yourself clever, do you? You've uncommon confidence to think you can fell the beast without aid. Answer me this. Why is it you're so intent on claiming the bounty for your own? Bounty? Why, indeed. At any rate, unless you've a mind to stand around here until we all get crushed, we'd best be moving on, yes? Finally, something we can agree on. So I have a proposal. What say we band together until our battle here is won? The tremors grow stronger, no doubt a cave-in's imminent. Let's vanquish the enemy with our combined strength and quit this place before it becomes our tomb. That's a good idea. Until the battle is won then. After that, I go my own way. Or do you? Oh. Okay. Their initial adventure. spells have I got? Ronken Fire. Ronken... Oh, I'm a black mage. I think. Am I? Wow, that uses a lot of magic. It would seem we're not the only ones stuck in here, eh? I have a bad feeling about this. I was talking to one of the guys in my free company day before yesterday about black mages. I'm sorry, I'm not reading. I really should have asked this from... okay. Yeah, and how that might be the next class that I decide to level. I'm not too sure now though, because it does seem as though, well, I don't really know. I'm not quite sure. I have to make up my mind a bit more. But it seems like a more restrictive version of the class that I'm already playing. And it's more sort of elemental based, I suppose. I don't know. I don't know. Ooh, ow. Perhaps it would have been more of a struggle than I expected. Yes, you would be dead. That's him. He's the one who drinks the mind's ether. Alright, let's put this oversized bull out to pasture. It's over, lamb it, blah blah blah. My magics are yours for now. The battle is on. Let's see what thunder does. Not much. Blizzard. Okay, so Blizzard seems to do that electrocution. Lightning damage over time. Fire does the most actual straight damage. And what about this flare? How much does that do? Oh, no, wrong one. It does bode ill. Oh, I watched Moonfall last night. Oh shit! Ah, damn it! I wasn't paying attention. Yes, yes, yes. Anyway, yeah, as I was saying, I watched Moonfall last night. It was something that Penguin Zero Charlie had mentioned on his channel. Said it was one of the most ridiculous films, and honestly, it wasn't terrible, I didn't think, but it definitely was ridiculous. And the guy who played what's his face from Game of Thrones, Sam, was in it as a wannabe NASA doctor type person who has a megastructure theory about the moon. But yeah, I think it was just a mindless bit of sci-fi cheesiness to while away the evening. I would definitely recommend watching it. Okay, let's carry on. Yes, yes, yes. Come along. Let the tank deal with that. Mm-hmm. Trudon. See if I can actually do this properly this time. Right, let's have it. Start off with a bit of electrocution, flame it up good, and then switch back to blizzard. Regen the magic. give it another one of them. Back to fire. So that's a, you know, pretty simple rotation. Now take these out. Oh, I haven't got any magic left. Okay. And back to you. Okay, here we go. Ooh. Take cover behind the rocks. Comes again. I do have the limit break. Get behind. Oh shit. Well, did say strike with all my strength. Okay, that didn't really do much. We got him though. We've done it. Now to find ourselves a way out. Is this where the two other members of the party die? The tremors continue, but why? The fiend has been vanquished and its ether returned to the mountain. We were wrong. No, it was not the creature itself that was causing the quakes. It was the mountain. Ah yes, the crystal courses with nigh inconceivable power. A vast wellspring of aether accumulated over the ages. Yes, the beast was but a hungry creature drawn here by the stone, as was I. You had no interest in the bounty all along. The stone has been left unchecked for too long. The sheer volume of ether it houses now is so vast and overwhelming it threatens to bring the entire mountain down. For how many years have I searched for it, this precious relic that could afford me the power needed to save my friend? You mean to take the stone from this place? But then, what would happen to the mountain? If the ether is not returned to the earth, it's but a matter of time until the mine collapses. The miners, those who live at the foot of the mountain, countless lives would be lost. There's no time. What can we do? Taynor, my friend. Damn it. Damn it all. Oh no. The tremors have stopped. Taynor, pray forgive me. I promise you this. As long as I walk this earth, I shall never give up hope. Oh, you poor guy. The stone was yours to do with as you pleased, and still you chose the fate of many over that of your friend. In return for your sacrifice, I would make you an offer. Come with us, and let us join you in your search for a means to save your comrade. The life of an adventurer isn't an easy one, but I dare say you strike me as the sort who might just enjoy it. So what say you? We'll travel the realm together and lend our strength to whatever unfortunate souls we encounter along the way. And who knows, before you know it, we might just stumble upon a way to rescue your Taynor. I would like that very much. Hooray! And so the party was formed. Taynor, forgive me. I may have failed you today, but mark my words. For as long as I walk this land, I will not abandon hope. I will find a way to bring you back to us. But today I find myself in the company of new companions, and for now I must lend them my strength, just as they lent theirs to me. Okay then. Gaiko, are you alright? Nah, this happens all the time, don't worry about it. Worry not, Phronesis is long gone. I launched a few arrows in its direction while it was distracted by Taynor's spell, and it just stole away. Anyhow, I'm just glad you're awake and on your feet again. Come now, let's hurry back to Mordsook before the bastard has a change of heart and comes back for us. Okay. Back to the boat. Bum, ba, bum. You really gave us a scare back there, clutching your head in pain with the deadly sin eater in plain sight. Let me guess, you had another one of your visions, didn't you? Yes, I did. White take me. So that's how Nyelbert and Ardbert met up. Oh, they both got the same bit of the last name. I didn't even notice that. Just goes to show that you... I can't read at the moment. My brain's just scattered. Just goes to show you that in times of crisis, even the bitterest of rivals can turn fast friends. Now, let's see if I have this straight. Nyelbert made it his life's mission to save Taynor here. Knowing that his own energies wouldn't suffice, he went in search of a relic that would afford him the etheric power needed to reach beyond this world. And deep in the mines that day, he found it. Yet, in the end, he decided to sacrifice the stone, and his own cause, to save the lives of countless innocents who called the mountain home. And so did he take his first step down the path of a hero, a warrior of light. So that's why he came back to this place, why he still summons the Hollows as he did so many years ago. Aye, there can be no doubting it, even now that he's become a Sin Eater, bereft of memory, reason, and any sense of his own actions, the ghastly shell of what was once Nyelbert still haunts the wastelands, searching for a way to bring back his old friend. I only knew him as a child, and the whole idea of Sin Eaters and Warriors of Light, it was all so new to me. Even as the pieces came together, I could not truly believe that Nyelbert and this Phronesis were one and the same. But when our gazes first met, standing out there in the wastes, in an instant I knew it without question. This was my friend. A friend who had been searching for me for all these years. At last I know what I must do. I must stop Phronesis, that my dear friend may finally find peace. I would do the same. Together we can do this. Thank you, my friends. In the battle I was able to push Phronesis' hollow away from Cerigg. If only for a short distance. With more training, I'm certain I can learn to close them up entirely. After all we've already seen from you, I've no reason to doubt you. If you're game, so are we. Finally, some cause for hope, eh? But still, we must exercise caution. The last time the boy worked his magic, our foe showed up faster than you can save Phronesis. While this might be simple coincidence, the likelihood is high that the casting of the spell itself summoned the Sin Eater to us. You'd best avoid casting any similar incantations until we're prepared for the final confrontation. I want you to stay close for now. Devote yourself to your studies and hone your skills to whatever degree you can in the safety of the village. In the meantime, Gaiko and I will redouble our training efforts as well. Should we succeed in finding a way to counteract the hollows, it will come down to our firepower versus our foes. We must be at full strength for the battle, lest we allow victory to slip between our fingers. And we wouldn't want that. Moving on. Oh, there's another espresso campana. Sour cream espresso. Yeah. That look in your eyes. Yes, I can see that you've gained much strength since we last met. You'll be pleased to hear that Taynor has managed to make steady progress in his training as well. The boy believes he has regained much of the knowledge and skill he possessed before getting sucked into that pocket of time and space. An admirable feat, considering that it was not long ago that he could scarcely remember his own name. And yet, there is one aspect of his training that has yet to be addressed. Put simply, the boy lacks experience in battle. To work the magic necessary to seal up the hollows, I must maintain perfect focus and clarity of mind. If the battle with Phronesis is my first, I fear my concentration will be disrupted all too easily. And so I thought I'd take the boy out into the wilds that he might acclimate himself to the battlefield and further hone his command of magic in the process. And yet we must keep a wide berth of Amh Araeng. If we were to encounter Phronesis before we're fully prepared, the results could be disastrous. So I propose that we go on an excursion of sorts. Would you be willing to accompany us? I believe there is much the boy could learn from your example. Okay. Excellent. Then let's make for Lakeland. Oh, okay. Beasts in the Forest of the Lost Shepherd should prove a fair challenge for the lad. Certainly. I shall teleport there immediately. Where's it closest to? Probably going to be Fort Job, isn't it? And away we go. Bloody hell, done it again. Right. I keep forgetting we still can't fly in this area. One more. That's probably not going to happen till right at the very end of this expansion. It probably would have been easier just to bloody return to Lakeland and walk out the front door. No, return to the Crystarium, sorry, and walk out the front door. This is the vehicle's top speed. Still leveling up the miner as well. Miner is level 83 now. I'm currently harvesting lots of underground spring water, which I'm going to sell on the markets. Looking at some prices the other day. It seems to sell at quite a high price, so that should be alright. Also, I did a couple of these yesterday. Some of the higher level ones, like reward grade, whatever it is. I obviously need to get some other people together to do some of these, because it takes way too long to kill them by myself. Ah, there he is. Now, shall we get down to... is something the matter? How do you like my new clothes, Gaiko? Oh, yeah. Not only are they stylish, why, I can just feel the power welling up from deep within me. They were a present from Cerigg. Isn't he the best? Yes. It was a simple investment, nothing more. We must seize every possible advantage if we hope to triumph over our foe. But enough idle chit-chat. We have work to do. Gaiko, I would ask that you begin by setting an example for the boy, showing him precisely how you conduct yourself in battle. We can't very well just toss him to the wolverines, all on his own, now can we? So why don't you get out there and hunt one down for us? Taynor, watch carefully and let Gaiko show you how it's done. Okay, so I'm hunting wolverines, am I? I'll have one of you. And one of you. And you do that. Oh, I've also got a new pet. The hedgehoglet. There's our wolverine. There you go, and that's how you do it. That was incredible. The sheer destructive power of your spells, the way you seamlessly weaved one incantation after the next. Everything. But tell me, what would you say is the most important thing a mage should keep in mind when doing battle with a fearsome foe? Ooh. Blast your foes with everything you've got. Yeah, casting your spells in proper sequence is the key. Ah, but of course. Thank you, Gaiko. I will endeavour to put everything I've learned from you into practice. Well, here goes nothing. Go to it, lad. And he was never seen again. Drat, where do I... No, that's not curses. Just stay still so I can hit you already. Steady now. Don't let the enemy fluster you. Keep your focus. Right, focus. You're a feisty one, aren't you? Ow, that's smart. Gah, I've seen enough of this. Didn't go too well, did it? Oh dear, that didn't go nearly as well as I hoped. Don't get so down on yourself, lad. I shouldn't have jumped in the way I did. I dare say you were starting to get the hang of it there at the end. I thought it would be I thought it would be a simple enough task to follow Gaiko's lead, but when that savage creature stared me down, I was too flustered to put what I learned into practice. Indeed. It's not the strength of your magics that is the issue, you simply must learn to compose yourself. What did you think, Gaiko? Are there any other words of wisdom you might offer me? You simply need more practice. Thank you. I'm sure you're right. I can't allow my foe to break my concentration like this. Anyhow, let me try once more. This time will go better, I promise you. Okay. Yes, the boy will be fine. I must stay my hand. Hey, did it. I did it. The battle is won. Your first kill, lad. Well done. Now that's how you wallop a wolverine. Well done, lad. I'm proud I could be here for your first victory. You're far too kind. I couldn't have done it without you and Gaiko here to show me the way. You have my thanks. But don't let up now, boy. You must keep battling until all that you learn becomes second nature. Now, are you ready? Right, now go fight a Sin Eater. That was rather more difficult than I expected, and yet thanks to you and Cerigg, I feel like I can hold my own on the battlefield now.
Oh, Barry.
I'd have to agree. The way you made short work of that last critter, I'd say it's time to find you a more worthy foe. Let's return to Mordsuk and plot our next course of action. Teleport.
Mordsuk.
Yes. Oh, there you go. Looks like I'm having connection issues. Wouldn't that just be a fine thing? Water goes down, internet goes down. You've proven the perfect mentor for the boy, Gaiko. Hells, I dare say old Cerigg here could learn a thing or two from you. Probably could. You've taught him not only how to wield his spells in battle, but how to maintain his focus in the face of danger. With those fundamentals under his belt, it's just a matter of time and patience until he's ready to face Phronesis. I promise you, my friends, I will not let you down. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'd best go and write down all that I've learned today while it's fresh in my memory. Well done. Such passion and determination. This must be the boy he always was before his time beyond the rift stole from him his memories and his spirit. He devotes himself to his training that he might help us fell Phronesis and bring his friend a measure of salvation. There is no telling what course the battle will take, but I suspect the boy will be forced to confront his past head on. It will not be easy for him, and yet I believe it is a necessary step for him in order to forge himself a new future. For Taynor's sake, and for the sake of those who call Amh Araeng home, we must triumph in this battle. Yes. Not to mention for the sake of our coin purses, eh? At any rate, I will leave you to your training and return to my own. The final confrontation is close at hand, and we must be ready. Thank the gods. Ooh! Look at all this. Well, look who's back, and looking more imposing than ever, I might add. You'll be pleased to know that Taynor's command of his magics has advanced by leaps and bounds since you left. Says he's finally convinced he can hold his own against Phronesis. Truth be told, I worry about the boy. As devoted as he is to his training, I can't help but notice a sad, uneasy look in his eyes from time to time. He insists that it's nothing, of course, but I remain unconvinced. As a fellow mage, perhaps you could succeed in reaching out to him where I failed. He should be around here somewhere. Go and find him and see if you can't offer him a few words of support, would you? Won't you? Will you? Let's take the gorilla and cheer him up. Oh, hello there, Gaiko. Is there something I can do for you? Cerigg was worried about me, you say? That's kind of him, I assure you. I'm completely fine. I don't believe you. I owe so much to the both of you. You brought me back from beyond the rift, took me under your wing, trained me and comforted me to the point that my memories and my magic have both returned. I am finally ready to face my old friend in battle, and it's all because of you. And yet, there is a fear growing inside me, a fear that threatens to consume me. In my studies, I have learned much about the Sin Eaters. I learned how those who fall to the most powerful Sin Eaters, like Phronesis, become Sin Eaters themselves, doomed to live out their days as mindless, unholy abominations. If I were to lose my focus in battle, and you or Cerigg suffered the same fate as Nyelbert, the only 3 friends I have ever known in this world, if I lost you all, how could I ever live with myself again? This thought, it shakes me to my very core. Worry not for us, think only of Nyelbert. So you're saying that I should free my mind of distractions and focus on the task at hand? Yes. Perhaps you're right. Worrying endlessly about things beyond my control will only serve to break my focus. Thank you, friend. The task is a daunting one, but I will trust in myself, and in the strong and gentle friends who stand by my side. That's the spirit, lad. Nothing would make me happier than to help Nyelbert find peace, but that's not the reason I fight this battle. Not the only reason I fight this battle. I must repay you and Cerigg for all you've given me. Not only did the 2 of you bring me back to this world, you've instilled me with a newfound sense of purpose. And yet, when the battle is done, you will leave this place. Yes. You will embark on new adventures with new companions. Worry not, I will not hold you back or stand in your way. You couldn't if you tried. That is another reason I must fight this battle. I must prove to you, to all 3 of my friends, that I am strong enough to get by on my own. Be strong, Taynor. You can do this. Sorry, perhaps I got a little carried away there. In any event, we should go tell Cerigg that I'm ready. Just got a text message from a friend saying they've completed Red Dead Redemption 2. I would very much like to do the same thing, so I probably spend the rest of the afternoon playing that myself. I say the rest of the afternoon, it's 10:15 in the morning still, so... Got plenty of the day left, and it's not like I'm doing anything. You're finally back, I see. I was starting to get worried. I trust this means you're ready to do battle with Phronesis. I am. Let's put an end to this nightmare and set Nyelbert and the people of this land free. That's the spirit. Alright, the plan is to lure Phronesis out to us by the same method as last time. We will venture to the central hills of Amber, a safe distance away from the city, and Taynor will summon forth a hollow. It should only be a matter of time before our quarry arrives. I believe our chances are best if we can lure Phronesis to a wide open space where we will have complete freedom to manoeuvre. The hills of Amber should suffice. If you are ready, let us away at once. Yes. To the hills. Where are we? There we are. I am ready. Let us begin. Ooh, this is probably going to be a tough one. Over there, it's him. Well, hello there. Yes, I knew you would come. Well, I guess we won't be needing this anymore. Zoop. Give it up, Nyelbert. My spells are more than a match for your own. These are my friends, and I will not let you take them. Do you hear me, Nyelbert? Your long nightmare and ours shall end this day. Well, he seems disinclined to acquiesce to our request. Defeat him. Keep a wide berth. Yep. It's not in range. Bloody hell. Come on. Sort it out. Oh, we can use Searing Light. Awesome. That's not good. Oh god, oh god, oh god. Can't get in range because they're everywhere. Okay. I think I'm gonna die. Oop, that's a hollow. God, keep pressing the bloody Windows key. Right, just had to close what I opened in the background. Really do with your help, lad. Checking there wasn't a bloody portal behind me. Don't quite know what these things are meant to be. Shit. He did. Ooh. Forgive me, Taynor. Far and wide did I travel with my companions, all the while searching for a way, any way at all, to bring you back to this world. And yet, in the end, it was all in vain. Though I treasured the adventures I had with Ardbert and the others, my choice that fateful day forever haunted me. What if I had run off with the stone and used its powers to rescue you as I had always intended? What adventures might we have shared? I sunk into the depths of despair and felt myself a wretch for doing so. For by what right do I pity myself when it was I who consigned you to far more cruel and tragic a fate? Whatever the pain, whatever loss I knew is nothing compared to what you suffered, what you still suffer, abandoned by your only friend and cast adrift in a cold, dark void until the end of time. Yes, no doubt you are still out there beyond the rift, cursing my name to this very day. That's not true, Nyelbert. I'm right here. And yet, even if you despise me with every fibre of your being, even still I would give anything to see you just one last time. Aww. You could curse me, revile me, rain fists and magic down upon me. It would all be worth it, just for the chance to say, I am sorry. Stop it, Nyelbert. Please stop saying those things. Even after you had your mind, your heart, your very humanity ripped from you, still for all these years you kept searching for me. How could I ever hate my best friend? Don't you see, old friend? It was Gaiko here who brought me back to this world, but it was you who guided him to me. You've suffered long enough, my friend. I can take care of myself now. You need worry about me no longer, so please rest peacefully. And off he goes. And all was well with the land. Except for the light, that's still a problem. It's over, at last. You don't need to explain it to me. I know that the Nyelbert we saw was just a memory, a reflection from the crystal, that my friend truly passed years and years ago. And yet, even if those words will never reach Nyelbert, simply saying them aloud gave me a measure of peace. I have no regrets today. But we should be getting back to town before any more sin-eaters take notice of us, yes? Like that one, there. That's not really a sin-eater though, is it? I'll say, after that battle I could use a rest, and I reckon Gaiko here could as well. Shall we head back to Mordsuk? We've done it. It's one of the old warriors of light finally at peace. So there's 3 more of those that we can do. Or 2 or 3 anyway.
One for each of the warriors, I suppose.
Well, if it isn't the man of the hour, I'm happy to report that tales of our triumph are already spreading across town like wildfire. Word has it that the merchants are so grateful they intend to sweeten the bounty with a generous personal reward. My friends, I have no words to express my gratitude. Thanks to you, Nyelbert has found peace, and I can finally close the book on this chapter of my past. Every day I thank the gods for having brought us together. The feeling's mutual, lad. To be honest, I wasn't sure what to expect when you popped out of that hole, but it's been a pleasure having you at our side. Yes. So tell me, now that you've made peace with your past, what do you plan to do with your future? You and Gaiko have trained me well, and I'm quite confident that I can hold my own on the battlefield. Perhaps I will travel the land and see if I might use my abilities to help those in need. If I didn't know better, I'd think those were the words of someone twice your age. If that's truly your intention, then I have something of a plan. First, I'll need Gaiko here's permission. It's just a thought I had, but what say we give the lion's share of the bounty to Taynor here? I reckon he needs it more than we do. And besides, we couldn't have won the battle without him. You owe me one. But of course. I knew you'd feel the same. It's the least we can do to help the boy forge a path and a future for himself. My friends, I could never take advantage of your kindness like that. Think nothing of it. It's not easy for a boy your age to make his way in the world, and this is the least we can do. Think of it as a parting gift from your brothers in arms. Thank you, Cerigg. Thank you, Gaiko. As long as I live, I will never forget your generosity. Finally, I have one last proposal for you, if you're keen to hear it. There's this bounty hunter I know. He can hold his own with a bow, but he's always thought he could take on bigger marks if he had a skilled mage at his side. If you're looking for a partner, that is. Cerigg, you could not possibly mean... Of course, I'm saying it. So what'll it be? Yes, 1,000 times yes. Why, nothing would make me happier. And I suppose that settles it. Welcome aboard, lad. I've got a feeling that this is only the beginning of a rewarding relationship. And on that note, I do believe my new partner and I are off to the Crystarium to find ourselves a new mark. If it's not too much to ask, why don't you join us there? I still owe you your share of the bounty, and I reckon it'd be a good place to say our proper farewells. Okay. And then I can get back to, you know, my mission, saving the world. Right, back to the Crystarium. And let's have a jolly jaunt over here. Where are you? There you are. Ah, Gaiko, glad you could join us. Taynor and I just arrived a short while ago ourselves. The boy's keen on starting his new life as a bounty hunter, to say the least. He's got no end of questions, that one, but there's only so much I can teach him. The rest he'll have to learn from experience, and so I intend to do what I can to show him the world and keep him safe. So don't worry about us. Between my bow and his magics, I reckon we'll be able to hold our own out there. That said, should we ever find ourselves on the trail of a particularly nasty foe, I hope you'll not be averse to lending us your strength once more. Yes, somehow I have a feeling it won't take another 100 years for our paths to cross again. Until then, friends, stay sheltered in the shade. Yay. Oh, we got all of them. Nice. Speaker of the Wise. Does that give us a title? It does not. Right, cool. What I will do now is head back to Tempest. And we can finish off the Light of Inspiration. So, probably going to be presenting him with that crystal from Nyelbert. Oh yeah, just opens automatically. Hello, old chum. I've let the Ondo down, aye, but more than that, I've let myself down. Might as well get back to mending kettles. Yes. What's that you've got there? Such striking beauty. It shines with heartache and laughter and the transience of life, like the turmoil of history made manifest. Aye, I can see the brilliance of the crystal's legacy. Ah, you'd never capture such a gleam, not if you laboured 100 years. But bugger me if I don't mean to try. Where are me tools, god damn ye, gods damn ye? I must set to work before the feeling fades. Oh, look at all this lovely materia. I can feel it, a vision forming in my mind. Step aside, lad, and let me itching hands get to work. And done. I've taken the wonders that crystal showed me and channeled them into a new shape, what befits the Ondo's spiritual character. Ooh. Not a bad job, if I do say so myself. And to think, I was this close to hanging up my hammer after studying the craft of them ancients. I've been across the length and breadth of Norvrant and gobbled up every scrap of crafting wisdom what I could find. But no matter what technique I tried, my work was just no comparison. I couldn't even figure out how they put the damned buildings together. A mystery for the ages, that's what drew me in here in the first place. I built my workshop, got the forges burning, then lost me bleeding will to craft. Thank the gods for that crystal of yours, or I might never have gotten it back. I won't pry into your business, but I reckon your little miracle here has been through the kind of journey they sing songs about. The echoes of the memory it holds just speaks directly to the heart, to your heart. Aye, I can still feel them coursing through me. The inspiration's not fading away, it's welling up stronger and stronger. Give me the chance and I reckon I can weave the crystal saga into other things as well. Ooh. But bugger me, I'd almost forgotten the Ondo's commission. If you could drag that lamp over to Tolsh Ath for me, I'll stay here and dream up new armaments for you to try. That's jolly nice of you. You now have access to Grenoldt's forge. Equipment rewards will become available for collection based on the role quests you've completed. Ooh. Magical DPS. Claim. 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 Let's try some of this stuff on. Ooh, this lookout as well. Okay. Yes, let's have a look at this new stuff. Try on. Yeah, that's alright. Weathered Beckoner's Horn. Oops. I mean, it's alright. Yeah. Okay, well, maybe we'll glamour that up at some point. Let's go back to the Ondo and give them their trinket. So that was that little excursion back to the mainland of Kalusia done. Not Kalusia, what the hell am I talking about? Norvrant. Amh Araeng. And now we can resume our search for Emet-Selch. I wonder if that Aether Current's available. Tally ho. What is that you... What is it you... Oh my god. What is it that you have there? Why was that such a difficult sentence to read? There, have it, take it. The sacred lamp, then the finless one has kept his promise. My people tell me of the many deeds you performed in the name of aiding the cups, and now you come to me bearing the light we had almost surrendered hope of ever seeing. We can doubt your purity no longer. Your arrival was the will of the ancients. Yes, the time for fear has passed. We shall take the lamp and unveil its austere illumination upon the walls of the forgotten. Gather there with your companions, and we shall speak again once our prayers have been offered. It's the weirdest Christmas tree I have ever seen.
Ondoの守護者よ。我らも明かり灯し、何時らに答えん。
さっきの職人に見せてた抜け殻みたいなクリスタル。あれはもしかして俺たちの光のクリスタルじゃないか。
It did. I thought you were missed that part, did you?
なんだよ。俺だって多少は遠慮して。四六時中お前について回ってるわけじゃない。それで、あのクリスタル、どうしたんだ？そうか。ナイルベルトの。今になってそんな本音が聞けるとはな。あいつらと来たら本当に最後まで。死んだ後にこんなに多くのことを知るなんて思わなかった。お前のことも瀬戸のことも、俺たちの世界がどれほどしぶとくて希望にあふれてたかも。いつかあいつらとまた巡り合うことができたとしたら、話のうまくない俺だがどうにか伝えてやりたいと思うよ。ありがとな。お前を必ずこの旅の終わりまで連れて行く。
That's awfully kind of you.
すまない、集まるのが遅くなった。
As always.
無事に彼らの信頼を得られたようね。
多少歯がゆい思いもしたが、まあそうでして働いた甲斐もあったってものだ。特にお前の念押しが効いたそうじゃないか。さすがだな。
ヤシトラから聞いたよ。あの建物はアシエンの時代のものかもしれないとね。
あいつらの故郷か。エメトセルクから昔の話を聞いたときはなんだかあまり実感がなかったけれど、
そうだね。こうして目にしてみると改めて立派な都市だったのだろうとわかる。それは彼らにとってどれほどの時を経たとしても取り戻したい大事な世界なのだろう。
バカよね。仮に全ての世界を統合できたとしても、いなくなった人までは取り戻せないじゃない。でもそうね、私だったらどうしたかな。お体の方は大丈夫ですか
？Not fantastic, it would seem.
あら、祈祷は終わったのかしら。
古の者に我らが感謝思い伝わったはず。
ならば教えていただけるでしょうか。あなたのおっしゃった明かりの灯りし地について。
ここより西に広がる大海溝。常は漆黒のその裂け目に我らすぐに向かい確認した。そこには大きな町あった。その町と我らの住む口の家、とてもよく似ている。間違いない。古の者、にわかに目覚めたのだ。我らは恐れ潮だまり戻った。以来導きあるまでかの地を侵すべからずと決めた。
その場所には今も行くことが可能なのですか？
City of the Ancients.
水なき今、ひれもたぬ何時らでも到達できよう。我何時らを導きの人と信ず。ゆえに仲間に案内をさせよう。
Well, that definitely works to our benefit.
行ってみよう。
Shall we? Ba-bum. Right, we will leave it there for now. That was a good old bit of progression. And we're on our way to finding Emet-Selch and having some severe words. Looks like we've got some Aether Current missions as well to pick up. So we'll do all of that later on. But for now, from myself, Carbuncle and Hedgehoglet, the newest addition to the party. Very cute. And the Ondo, it's goodbye. And I will see you next time. Cheerio.